Nick Scelfo. I'm a redshirt sophomore, tight end at Nicholls State University, number 85. Yeah, man. Once I found out about that from our guys in our media department, man, they contacted me and let me know, and it was kind of a real honor, I would say, because I've seen definitely some of those names that are on there, and they're kind of the household names for the tight ends in our division, and just to be placed in that category with those types of guys, it's definitely something that makes me look forward to the upcoming season, and really kind of drives me to work harder because I know I have a lot of height to live up to. So it definitely makes me work harder, and definitely makes me look forward to the upcoming season. Oh yeah, well, being from Baton Rouge, just about an hour away from campus here, I guess obviously those two names that stick out would be Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu, and I saw when Tyrann won his award last year, I saw him get presented with that and everything, and you know, obviously I still keep track of LSU a little bit. Obviously, all my heart and everything is with Nicholls State, but with all my friends, well, not all my friends, but most of my friends go to LSU, and I do keep up with the Tigers, but and Tyrann and Patrick, they were two great players, and obviously Tyrann's still going at it in college, but Patrick, what he's doing in the NFL is pretty amazing, and to know that he won the award and the you know, everything that went into that, and for him to get nominated and then win it, and then seeing what he's doing at the next level is just you know, it's pretty inspiring to drive myself to work that hard to possibly be at that level one day. My key to success really is hard work. You know, I mean, a lot of it, people think, well, those guys, he's 6'4", he's 230 pounds, he's built to be a football player, and it all comes naturally. But in all honesty, if you don't work, it doesn't really matter how big you are, how strong you are, how fast you are. If you're not working to get better every single day, then it's not going to happen. A lot of my coaches tell me all the time, they tell us this little saying, it said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So that pretty much tells everybody, we know we've all gotten to this level. It takes a lot to get to this level of college football, but if you don't work hard every single day to get better and build off of that talent that you already have, then you're not going to have any success. So with me, I know I had a lot of talent coming in here, but when I saw these guys when I first got here 2 years ago, I was like, man, I got a lot of growing up to do really quick if I want to play early. And you know, it's just going into the workouts, the mandatory practices. Obviously, you got to work hard, but you know, if you don't put in that extra time on your own, then you're not going to get any much better, and you're not going to set yourself apart from those other guys that you're competing with. So I'd say staying after practice, doing just a little tiny drills, and you know, really being nitpicky about all the things you need to do, and it all goes into it.
What?
Okay, well, obviously, my first season here, which was the 2010 season, I redshirted, so I traveled the first 3 games, but I didn't play. So coming into last season, I knew it was my first real chance I'd get to compete in the games, and I started my first game, and we played Evangel, which is a NAIA school, and we handled them pretty well. But I'd say the biggest play out of that game that stuck out was my first career catch was the first one, and just finally, you think about it all the time. You're like, well, the ball is going to come my way eventually this year. You just do everything you've been taught and trust everything that you've built on up to this point. Make the play, and it's routine from there on out. So I made the first catch in that game, and it felt great to get that off my back. And then after that, I think it was 2 plays later, I had another catch and it went for a touchdown. And it was actually from one of my good friends who's also in my class, a freshman, whose dad played in the NFL with the Saints and the Falcons. And he and we celebrated after that play. We were kind of nuts, but just because it was us two, that was his first career touchdown pass, my first career touchdown reception, and celebrating with him, it was great because we're great friends. He's a great guy. And like I said, coming from Baton Rouge, with LSU, that's all I grew up around. I hate to say religion because I know how seriously, I take religion and other people do, but it's about as close as you can get to a religion without being a religion. When it's baseball season, when it's basketball season, everyone's just counting down the days till when football rolls around. They love during baseball, they're saying, oh, well, spring practice is going on. We're going to go check out spring practice because they just want football to come back because tailgating and just the cooking and being around your friends and all that for the fans is huge for them. And plus, all the passion you have for your team, you start to develop relationships with the players because you're so interactive with everybody. And then playing here is I thought being a fan here was great, but playing here, the support you get from everybody because they love the game so much. They love you so much because they want to see you succeed so that when they come to the games, they're proud of what they're seeing from their team. And, I mean, I don't think there's any better state in the country for football than Louisiana. It's the best. Well, it's funny you say that because, like you said, being from down here, they try to throw all this really spicy and sometimes fattening foods at you, and you gotta hold off as much as you can because you gotta obviously keep a good diet. And the cafeteria here in Nicholls they're great. It's really based off of this whole school is really culinary oriented. They have a huge culinary program, and they got the students in there in the cafeteria, and they cook up anything you want. They got just sections and sections of foods, and they have all the dietary ingredients and all the numbers out there for you. So if you keep a strict diet like we do, we can always get our portions and everything. But yeah, it's mostly for me. I tend to stick to lean protein, and obviously when we're doing this running and all these high exercise drills, it's a lot of carbs. You got to get a lot of pasta in, and just to keep your body fueled. Because if not, you'll fall out pretty quick because this stuff is really high in intensity, and if you're not fueling properly, then your body's not going to be able to hold up. I think that's something that, as a kid, you always kind of dream about, and you say, well, I could do that. You know, I love football. I can play that, and then as you grow up, you go through high school, you say, well, maybe I'm probably getting a realization of my size and everything. And young in high school, freshman, sophomore, even my junior year, I was only about 6'1", which not too many tight ends in college, in high school even, are 6'1". And I really hit a growth spurt my senior year and jumped up to 6'4". And the more I see players, tight ends in the NFL, and the more I see myself play, it is becoming a realization that it could happen. But obviously, I'm only going to be a sophomore this year, so I still have a lot of growing to do, a lot of my skills that I need to work on. But it's definitely a huge dream of mine, and if I could accomplish that, it would be the best experience, you know. But like I said, it's something you dream about, and it's something you definitely obviously have to work for. Funny story, let me think. Let me think of something real quick off the top of my head. Well, yeah, okay, I got something. All right. I think the funniest thing for these new guys that come in, whether you're a freshman, a JUCO transfer, or whatever, we got this thing about our locker room. When you walk into the facility and you go through the field house and then you go into the locker room, there's a huge our logo, the N with the sword through it, and it's in the middle of the locker room. It's pretty big, so if you walk through, odds are you're going to step on it. But we got a pride about our program where you don't step on the N. So whenever you walk through the locker room, you don't step on the N. So every single time freshmen come through with it for the first time, they step on the N, and whenever anybody sees it, everyone just goes nuts. They start banging on the lockers. All the guys start throwing beats out there and screaming, kiss the N, kiss the N. Everyone's dancing around. So every single time, it never fails. When a freshman or a JUCO guy comes through, they step on the N for the first time. You got to bend down and kiss it. And trust me, once they do it the first time, they're never doing it again. I'd say the most influential people in my life are my parents. You know, they really, throughout my athletic career, not just football. I mean, I played it all in high school. I played baseball, I played football, I played basketball, and they've really been just nothing but motivational for me. Nothing but positive. You know, I know a lot of parents they get to be too nervous and they want it all for their kid too soon, and so they push them and push them and push them, and sometimes it drives them out of the sport that they end up not liking, even though they did love it before. But with my parents, they've been nothing but positive, and you know, any accolade I get, such as this one with the Performance Award watch list, they were nothing but excited for me, and they love hyping me up to their friends and all of our family, and they're the best. I can't thank them enough for everything they've done to get me to this point. Well, I'd say the most excited we are. We opened the season in Corvallis, Oregon. We played Oregon State our first game, and everyone here is really amped for that because we know we're going to go in there, 60 to 70,000 people going to be screaming down our necks, and we love that. We love the atmosphere, and we're really excited for that. And like I said, starting with Oregon State, the next two we also play two more FBS schools. We got South Alabama and Tulsa, and we saw South Alabama 2 years ago. We played a close one with them. And then Tulsa obviously winning the bowl last year. They're going to be a tough opponent. And they're saying this is the toughest schedule in the history of Nicholls football. But we're ready for it. But I'd say our biggest conference game, our closest, we usually play with Southeastern because we got the battle for the bell. And that it means a lot to us because that's where most of our guys that are from Louisiana, our friends either go Nicholls or Southeastern. And that's our biggest rival. We play them every last game of the year on a Thursday, and we all look forward to that because we take more pride in our school and who we are in that game, and it really pumps us all up every time that week comes around. So we're definitely focused and ready for that one. I want to thank all the Colonel fans for tuning in. We're going to look to make you guys proud this year and have a great season, and go Colonels.